Planning to visit South Korea? Before you pack your bags, listen to these 10 things you should avoid doing to ensure your trip is memorable for all the right reasons. South Korea, known for its vibrant cities, rich history, and stunning landscapes, has become a top-tier destination for travelers worldwide. However, every culture has its unique quirks and customs, and South Korea is no different. It's crucial to understand and respect these customs to fully appreciate the beauty of this remarkable country and its people. Whether it's knowing how to interact with elders, the etiquette around chopsticks, or the correct way of accepting a glass of soju, these little things can make a big difference in your travel experience. So, as we delve into this fascinating world, remember that knowledge is the key to a fulfilling journey. Stick around to the end, where we'll also share the best time of year to visit and a 7-day itinerary guide. Starting off at number 10, never ignore the elders. In South Korea, the notion of respect for elders isn't just a courtesy, it's deeply embedded in the society's fabric. Elders are seen as pillars of wisdom and experience, deserving of utmost respect. This respect manifests in various ways, like giving up your seat in public transport to an older person. It's considered a basic form of politeness, a small gesture that shows you understand and value their status. Similarly, allowing elders to enter and exit buildings first is another way to demonstrate this respect. It's more than just manners. It's a societal expectation that you acknowledge the years they've spent contributing to the community. In South Korea, dismissing these customs can be seen as a lack of understanding and respect for the culture. So remember, respecting your elders isn't just polite, it's essential. Number 9 on our list is not using 2 hands when giving or receiving something. This might seem like a small detail, but in South Korea, it's a significant mark of respect. When you're passing an item to someone, especially if that person is older or in a position of authority, use both hands. This gesture is steeped in the country's Confucian roots, which place a high value on respect for elders and superiors. It's not just about age or status, though. Even in casual social settings or transactions, using 2 hands to give or receive can set a tone of politeness and consideration. If you're handed a business card, a gift, or even a receipt, do it the Korean way, with 2 hands. It's a small action that can make a big impression. Keep this in mind and you'll navigate social situations like a local. Coming in at number 8, never leave your chopsticks standing in your rice. This seemingly innocent action can be seen as a big no-no in South Korea. Why, you ask? Well, it's all about symbolism. In Korean culture, vertical chopsticks stuck in rice are reminiscent of a ritual performed during ancestral worship and funerals, where incense sticks are placed upright in a bowl of sand. Therefore, this act is seen as a harbinger of bad luck or even death. While dining, it's important to be mindful of this cultural nuance. It's not just about enjoying the flavors of kimchi and bibimbap, but also respecting the cultural customs that come with the meal. When you're finished eating or need to put your chopsticks down, the best practice is to lay them horizontally across your plate or on a chopstick rest if one is available. When in doubt, simply lay your chopsticks horizontally on your plate or chopstick rest. Number 7 on our list is wearing shoes indoors. In Korea, it's a common custom to remove your shoes before entering homes, and even some traditional restaurants. This practice is rooted in the desire to keep the indoor environment clean and respectful. Think about it. Your shoes trek across all sorts of places throughout the day, picking up dirt, grime, and who knows what else. Bringing that inside? Not exactly the most courteous thing to do. So when you find yourself at the entrance of a Korean home or a restaurant with a shoe rack by the door, take it as a friendly nudge to kick off your shoes. In fact, you might find that this custom isn't just about cleanliness. It's also a way of making yourself comfortable, of truly arriving. So always be ready to kick off your shoes and make yourself at home. At number 6, don't refuse to follow soju etiquette. Delving into the world of soju, a popular Korean spirit, it's essential to understand the traditional customs that surround it. This isn't just about enjoying a drink, it's about showing respect and honoring cultural traditions. When you're offered soju, the correct etiquette is to receive the glass with 2 hands, especially if an elder or someone in a higher position is pouring. This gesture symbolizes respect. Similarly, when you're pouring soju for someone else, remember to use both hands if they're older or superior to you. It's also customary to turn to the side and cover your mouth with your hand when drinking soju in the presence of your elders. This might seem unusual, but in Korean culture, it's considered polite and shows deference to those older than you. Remember, when it comes to soju, it's more about respect than it is about the drink. Halfway through our list at number 5, don't skip the bow. Bowing is a fundamental part of Korean culture, a way of showing respect, expressing gratitude, and even apologizing. The depth of the bow often reflects the level of respect conveyed, a slight nod for casual acquaintances, and a deep waist-bend bow for elders or special occasions. You might be thinking, when exactly should I bow? Well, it's common to bow when greeting or saying goodbye to someone, especially if they're older or hold a higher social status. You'll also see people bowing in shops after making a purchase, or even when on the phone as a way to express politeness, even though the other person can't see it. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about intention. Even if your bow isn't perfect, your effort to respect Korean customs won't go unnoticed. So don't forget to bow. It's a simple gesture that goes a long way. Number 4 on our list is disrespecting the national anthem. In South Korea, the national anthem, known as Aegukga, plays a significant role in their cultural identity. It's more than just a song. It's a symbol of national pride and unity. When the anthem is played, whether at a sporting event or a public ceremony, it's customary to stand and show respect. Imagine it as a moment of collective reverence, a shared experience that transcends individual differences. It's not just about the lyrics or the melody, but the shared history and the hopes for the future it represents for every Korean. Disrespecting the anthem, whether intentionally or out of ignorance, can be seen as an insult to the nation and its people. It's not just about following the rules, it's about understanding and respecting the values of the culture you're visiting. So, when you hear the national anthem, stand tall and show your respect. Coming in at number 3, avoid pointing with one finger. In many cultures, pointing with one finger is considered impolite, and South Korea is no exception. It's seen as confrontational and disrespectful, especially when directed towards people. But don't worry, there's an easy workaround. Instead of using one finger, it's customary to use the entire hand, with the fingers clenched together and the palm facing down. This is a less aggressive and more polite way to point out directions or highlight something. You might also see Koreans using their lips to point at something, which might seem strange at first, but is perfectly normal in Korea. It's a subtle gesture, usually done when the conversation is casual and the atmosphere is relaxed. So the next time you're in South Korea, remember to avoid the one finger point. Remember, it's all about respect and politeness. Almost at the top of our list, at number 2, avoid talking loudly in public. South Korea, a country known for its vibrant culture and technological prowess, also holds a deep-rooted respect for tranquility and decorum. In public spaces, whether it's a bustling city street or a tranquil park, the cultural preference leans towards quiet and respectful behavior. This is not to suppress your enthusiasm or joy, but rather to maintain a peaceful atmosphere for all. The South Korean society values consideration for others highly, and raising your voice or talking loudly can be seen as disruptive or disrespectful. This applies to phone conversations as well. Keeping them low-key and discreet is appreciated. So next time you find yourself soaking in the scenic beauty of Jeju Island or navigating the bustling streets of Seoul, remember, your voice carries. Respect the space around you and the people sharing it with you. So keep your voice down and enjoy the serene beauty of South Korea. And finally, at number 1, don't skip learning basic Korean phrases. South Korea, like any country, has its own unique language. While many Koreans speak English, mastering a few simple phrases in Korean can make your journey more enjoyable and immersive. It's about showing respect to the culture and the people of this beautiful country. Imagine being able to say a warm "안녕하세요," hello, to the friendly locals, or say "감사합니다," thank you, to the kind shopkeeper who helped you find the perfect souvenir. Even simple phrases like "화장실 어디예요," where is the bathroom, can prove incredibly handy in your travels. Moreover, the locals will appreciate your effort to communicate in their language, which can lead to more genuine interactions and potentially unforgettable experiences. Learning a new language, even if it's just a handful of phrases, can be a fun and rewarding part of your travel adventure. A little effort can go a long way in making your trip more enjoyable and respectful. Now that you know what not to do, let's talk about the best time to visit South Korea and a 7-day itinerary guide. Spring and autumn are the top seasons to visit South Korea. In spring, from April to June, the country is adorned with cherry blossoms, while in autumn, from September to November, the landscapes turn into a vibrant palette of reds and oranges. For a 7-day trip, start in Seoul, the bustling capital, exploring its palaces, markets, and the iconic Seoul Tower. Spend a day in the DMZ, a poignant reminder of the Korean War. Then head to Gyeongju, a city brimming with ancient sites. Take a day trip to Busan, South Korea's second-largest city known for its beaches and seafood. Don't miss Jeju Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its lava tubes and volcanoes. With these tips in mind, you're ready for an unforgettable trip to South Korea. And there you have it, 10 things to avoid when visiting South Korea, the best time to visit, and a quick 7-day itinerary guide. From respecting the elders and using 2 hands during interactions, to understanding the etiquette around Soju and the importance of the bow, these are cultural nuances that can make your travel experience more enriching. Remember, leaving your chopsticks standing in rice or wearing shoes indoors can be seen as disrespectful, just as much as pointing with one finger or talking loudly in public. And let's not forget the significance of the national anthem, or the value in learning some basic Korean phrases. The best time to visit? That's when the weather suits you. And our 7-day itinerary guide is a great place to start planning your journey. Remember, travel is about embracing the unfamiliar, respecting local customs, and creating unforgettable memories. Thank you for watching. Safe travels and enjoy your trip to South Korea.